Welcome to another tutorial from the Rifter. Today I'm going to show you how to trade out a 3-prong dryer plug. Yesterday I attempted to plug mine in, and I guess the neutral is a little bit loose. Tapped one of the hot terminals. Not good, melted part of it. Also melted part of my plug. Not a good sign. So just to be safe, we are going to change that out. I changed the plug too, but I've got a new dryer coming tomorrow, so that'll be another day. And I would also like to mention that this episode is not brought to you by Simply Orange. It's just not. But I don't feel good, and vitamin C, you know, whatever. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, of course, make sure that your power is switched off, which I have already done at the breaker box. And if you don't know which one is your dryer, it should be labeled. I need to get around to actually labeling mine, but, you know, life and YOLO. Unscrew your terminal screws. It's one of your hot wires. Neutral wire is usually going to be white, but in this case, whoever put this in, that was a hot wire, that's a neutral wire, but they recoded it with black tape, so that tells me that these two are hot. This one is actually supposed to be a solid white wire, but for whatever reason, it seems to be bare. I don't know if it's bare all the way back, but hey, whatevs. And once again, I am not a certified electrician, so do not burn your house down. I do not take any responsibility for bad things that happen at your house. Next thing to do would be take out these screws that hold this thing to the wall. And it's not working out that well for me. So apparently there was supposed to be a stud there, but there wasn't, so that's why that one was spinning. But next you want to take your actual mounting screws out. There is a little nut here. Which you would spin. Get your new one. Make sure you've got the L. A flat one is for ranges. The L is for dryers. And you could have a 4-prong if you have a ground wire running through your house, but mine is an old house. Apparently they weren't too concerned about safety back then. So you can tell this is a very old plug, not just because of the black mark, but right here there's no insulator to block contact from the rest of these terminals. And you can see what I mean by right here. There's a very tall insulator between the posts. A little bit safer, and it will prevent what happened to me last night. The first thing you're going to do is break off your little tab here, which I'm going through the bottom. There's also another one right here. You can pop that one off if you're coming straight through the wall, but as you can tell, I'm not. Put all those wires through there. And it's just good practice to keep this one away from these or touching the same piece of metal that these would be touching, so that's what I'm doing. So next thing, get your washer, both your washer and your, I guess you would call that the lock nut. I know some people do a lot of hot swaps. Hot swapping is just leaving the power on. I would not recommend. That will lead to having a very bad day, possibly a trip to the emergency room, or a huge insurance payout to one of your loved ones, or even one of your unloved ones. I don't know how your insurance is set up. Get your nifty screws that came with it. Some of you may have your plug like way down by the floor, and that's fine. I would rather have mine up on the top of the wall here in case there is a leak from the washer. Start spraying the wall. Water and electricity do not mix that well. Okay, so we got that on the wall. It's not going anywhere. What I like to do now is flip the breaker to make sure there's no problems before I put the cover on. So I'm going to do that now. So I flipped the breaker, everything's fine, and I turned it back off so I can put the cover on it. Now you might ask, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just do it live? Well, you're still going straight through here, and you have the potential to touch some of these. Now, I mean, it is safer because it's got that insulator there, but better safe than sorry. Alright, that is how you change out a dryer plug, 3-prong. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe as usual. Click around on the screen for more videos. I can't see my fingers, but you know where they're at. And see you in the next tutorial. Thank you for watching.